Hello, good morning, Mr. Rudy and friends. My name is Dexter Natalian, and today I will be telling you guys a story about Raven, the Creator. Long ago, before the world had people, before animals roamed around the earth, everything was quiet and empty. There was nothing but a giant river that flowed through a wide valley. And floating along that river, drifting slowly in the sunlight, was a huge green pea pot. Inside that pea pot was packed tightly like seeds, was something the world had never seen before, which is a man. For a long time he slept, until one day the pot drifted against the shore and split open. The man rolled out onto the ground, blinking up at the bright sky. He was amazed. Everything was new. The air, the light, the sound of the river. He had never walked before. He had never spoken. He had never even seen the world. Just then, flying high above the sky with bright and curious eyes was Raven, the great creator. Raven made the rivers and the mountains. He had shaped the world with his wings and his voice. But never, not even once, had he been a creature or he even see a creature like this strange peapot man. So Raven swooped down, landed beside the man, and tilted his head the way birds do. "Who are you?" Raven asked. But the man didn't know how to answer. He only stared at Raven, confused and frightened. Raven saw that the man was weak and he was hungry, so he decided to take a good care of him. Raven flew to a bush full of berries, picked the darkest and the sweetest ones, and dropped them into the man's hands. The man tasted them and smiled. For the first time, he felt strength in his body. Raven nodded proudly. "Yes," he said, "you will need food if you are going to live in this world." But the world was still empty. There were no animals, no birds, no companions. So Raven spread his wings wide and began to create. From the riverbank, he gathered clay, and clay. He shaped it with his beak and his claws, forming small creatures, then larger ones, each one taking shape in his hands. He set them on the ground, and one by one they came to life. There were fish swimming in the water, birds flapping into the sky, animals running across the grass. The peapot man watched with his wide eyes. He had never imagined a world so full of movement. Raven showed him how to eat berries, how to walk beside the river, and how to watch out for the danger. The man copied everything Raven did. He followed him like a child learning from a parent. Soon, the man grew even stronger. He learned how to make sounds, how to speak, and how to laugh. And the world no longer scared him. Finally, Raven looked at him proudly and said, "You were born from a peapot, but now you belong to the earth." But Raven realized the man was still lonely. He had no one like him in all this world. So Raven flew back into the riverbank and shaped more clay with great care. He molded another human shape, slowly, gently, until it was just right. Then he breathed life into it. And the second human opened their eyes. When the Peapod Man saw the new person, his face lit up with joy. At last, he was not alone anymore. The two humans walked together under the sky, learning the world Raven had made for them. They learned to speak, to gather some food, to explore the mountains and the rivers. And Raven, high above them, watched with pride. He had shaped the world, and now he had filled it with life. And it all began with a drifting peapod and a creator who cared enough to guide its precious gift. Thank you, Mr. Rudy and friends, for listening my storytelling about Raven the Creator. God bless you.